Sexual reproduction of flowering plants. In this module you will learn how sexual reproduction takes place in flowering plants.
It is spring season. Flowers are blooming in the trees. It is indeed a beautiful sight. Flowers attract all of us. They are the most beautiful part of the plant, isn't it?
You already know that flowers are not present only to add beauty to the plant. They are the reproductive parts of the plants.
In the flower, stamen is the male reproductive part. Carpel is the female reproductive part. Some flowers contain both reproductive parts. Such flowers are called bisexual flowers. For example, pea, China rose, and etc.
On the other hand, some flowers possesses either the male or the female reproductive parts. Such flowers are called asexual flowers. For example, corn, cucumber, and etc.
The stamen produces pollen grains that are yellowish in color. Carpels are present in the center of the flower.
It is up for three parts. The swollen bottom is the ovary. The middle elongated part is the style. And the terminal part, which may sticky, is the stigma.
The ovary contains ovules and each ovule contains egg cell. The male germ cell produced by the pollen grain fuses with the female gamete present in the ovule. This fusion of germ cell or fertilization gives us the zygote, which is capable to grow into a new plant.
First, a pollen grain carrying the male gametes is transferred from the stamen of a flower to the stigma of the same or the other flower. Such transfers of the pollen grain is known as pollination.
So the pollen needs to be transferred from the stamen to the stigma. If this transfer of pollen occurs in the same flower, it is referred to as self-pollination.
On the other hand, if the pollen is transferred to one flower to another, it's known as cross-pollination.
This transfer of pollen from one flower to another is achieved by agents like wind, water, or animals. After the pollen lands on suitable stigma, it has to reach the female germ cell, which are in the ovary.
For this, the dew grows out of the pollen grain and travels through the sac to reach the ovary. After fertilization, the zygote divides several times to form an embryo within the ovule.
The ovule develops a dew coat and is gradually converted into seed. The ovary grows rapidly and ripens to form a fruit. Meanwhile, the petals, sepals, stamens, style, and stigma may shrivel and fall off. This is the reason why at times flowers part still persist within a fruit.
The seed contains the future plant or the embryo that was developed into a seedling under appropriate conditions. This process is known as germination.